I remember everyone in the school loved this girl, and for some reason, every single guy in my school was simping for her, including me. I even got to the point where I even got her number and everything, but I remember that day when she walked up in front of the assembly and told the entire school who she really was. We all were in shock and disgusted because she told us she was transgender. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Bubba, and welcome back to another insane story. Now, today's story, honestly, I was gonna tell last month during Pride Month, but since that passed so fast, honestly, I thought I should maybe tell it the month after. The story all starts off back in my grade 11 year, and in grade 11, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a massive player. I was known for doing the Devil's Tango, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I really had no morals. But if anything, there was still one thing I made sure of, and I knew this all throughout my life and still to this day, and that was I was straight. And yes, I am straight. I am straighter than probably your own father that made you. I am straight, okay? Well, we're just gonna make that go by. I know a lot of you guys ask me if I'm actually straight or not, and I am straight, okay? But this one time, I'm not gonna lie to you, I started to question everything. Because I remember back in my grade 11 year, there was one girl in our school that everyone loved. She was one of the most popular girls, and I'm not gonna lie to you, she was super attractive. It feels so weird to say that now, but you guys will see why. Going on though, I remember one time I was sitting in the cafeteria with me and the boys, and then this guy ends up walking up to us. Now, this guy was a really popular guy in our school, and he played for the school rugby team. And I remember he walked up to us and said, "Yo, boys, I'm hosting a party this month for June. If you guys want to come down, just let me know." Yeah, sure, I'll be there. Send me the addy. And I remember all of us, we started basically sending out the address to each other, all super excited that we were gonna go and basically enjoy a good party. But then the guy who invited us ended up saying, "Oh, also, make sure you guys bring a date." A date? At this point, we didn't really know why, because, I mean, it's a party. Like, are we actually gonna stay with our dates? But I guess he was trying to make it some sort of theme. So we all basically ended up planning on who was gonna take out who. We were all going through our Snapchat, basically going through our, like, friends list and see what girls were still available to basically go on a date with. And then out of nowhere, I remember one of my buddies ended up saying, "Yo, Bubba, you should go with this girl. She's super hot." Wait, what? Who? And I remember he ended up showing me a photo of this girl in our school that was super popular, and everyone thought she was one of the hottest girls in school. I remember I ended up telling him, "Bro, there's no way I can get with her. Like, are you joking? She's like one of the most popular girls in school." And then another one of my friends ended up saying, "Well, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go for it." And he ended up basically getting her snap and basically tried DMing her right then and there. I remember we all started laughing because he was super confident, but like a goofy confident, I guess you could say. But afterwards, the bell ended up ringing for lunch, and we all ended up going to our next class. But I want to say like 20 minutes during our next class, out of nowhere, we ended up hearing the announcements go off. And the announcement said, "Teachers, students, we're going to be having a pride assembly this Friday, so make sure you guys all come in with your school spirit." At this moment, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was June, it was Pride Month, and everyone in my school knew about Pride Month. Me, I never really celebrated Pride back when I was in high school, because I'm gonna be honest, I really did not care. Like, be what you want to be, but just don't shove it down my throat. But going on with the story, I remember everyone was like making jokes and making like, you know, memes and stuff about Pride Month happening, because I'm gonna be honest, no one in my school took it seriously. But then I remember as I was walking down the hallway, I ended up seeing the girl that every guy was simping for, and for some reason she was like being surrounded with like a bunch of girls, and a bunch of guys would walk up to her and kept asking her about going on a date to the party. She ended up rejecting a lot of the guys, surprisingly, when I was in the hallway watching her, but I didn't understand why. And then I remember that day when I got home, I ended up hopping on Xbox to play Call of Duty with the boys, and I remember one of the boys that was sitting at the table group from earlier ended up spam inviting me to the Xbox party, and he started yelling into the mic when I joined and said, "Bubba, bro, did you see what the girl posted on IG?" What do you mean? "On her story, bro. Did you not see it?" No. Why? What'd she post?" "Bro, go check it out. There's no way." At this moment, I ended up going on my phone, and I ended up basically seeing what she posted on her story, and the post was about her coming out on the Pride Assembly. Now, everyone in my school started freaking out, because I remember the next day when I got there, every single person was talking about it, trying to figure out what is she coming out as. A lot of people saying that she was gonna just turn lesbian. A lot of people were saying that she was just gonna come out as bi, and that all the guys will still have a chance with her. But I'm gonna be honest, I really had no idea, nor did I really care. And I remember the day of the Pride Assembly, I was walking down the school hallway, going to my locker, and out of nowhere, I ended up bumping into the girl that every single person was talking about. She ended up looking at me saying, "Oh, hey, Bubba." Hey, what's going on?" "Oh, nothing." "Why, are you gonna ask me a dumb question like everyone else is today?" No, I don't really care, to be honest. You do what you want to do." And I ended up walking away from her. When she saw I didn't care, she ended up basically like started following me, and she started talking to me more and more, saying how like she's overstressed and how she's really nervous about the Pride Assembly assembly, and I just looked at her, and to be honest, I kind of just listened. I didn't want to say anything because obviously it's not my place to say anything when it comes to like her mental mindset, I guess. And well, one thing led to another. She ended up telling me, hey, Bubba, are you going to the party tonight with anyone? No, why? I'm just going by myself, I guess. Oh, well, I mean, if you want, we can go together. Yeah, sure. I'm down. I remember me and her, we ended up exchanging numbers, and I remember so many guys in the hallway ended up staring at me thinking, bro, there's no way he just pulled her like that. Like, what? Because like I said earlier, every guy in our school simped for this girl non-stop. At this moment, I felt like I was on top of the world, but then I realized for the wrong reasons, because afterwards, I remember after classes went by, we ended up having the pride assembly. We all ended up lining up, going down to the assembly, sitting on the bleachers, and that's when the pride assembly started with the girl that everyone was talking about. She ended up standing up in front of the school, and she said, today we're here to celebrate pride, and I just want to let you guys know, I started to feel confident over the years of being in the school, and I want to come out as saying I am a transgender. At this moment, everyone went silent. No one made a sound, nothing. And like 10 seconds later, there was like a group of like the LGBTQ community in our school that started clapping and stuff, and teachers started to join along. As for the rest of us, well, all the guys that were sitting at the bleachers ended up just looking at each other thinking, bro, did we all just simp for a girl that is a transgender? We all started kind of like looking at each other as if we all like basically fell for it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was super awkward. I remember after the assembly ended, it was very obvious that no more guys were simping for this girl. And also on top of that, her IG followers started to drop rapidly. I guess a lot of people in my school were homophobic, but at the same time, like, you gotta admit, it was super unexpected. I remember walking out of the assembly after, and in my mind, it literally just clicked that I literally have to go on a date with this girl to the party that's happening tonight. So in my mind, I started thinking of ways that I could maybe like not go with her and stuff, but at the same time, if I do that, then she's gonna think I'm homophobic. I remember a lot of the guys in my school ended up walking up to me saying, yo, Bubba, you're gonna go to the party with a transgender, let's go. And they all basically started making fun of me, to the point where I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea what to do until I finally came up with a plan that basically made me save myself from not going to a party with a transgender. And what I ended up doing, well, I ended up basically calling in sick to the girl saying that I wasn't feeling well, and I ended up staying at home, not going to the party. Honestly, it really sucks because the party did look like a good time, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to be the laughing stock of the school since times were so different back then. Would you guys go to a party with a transgender? Because if not, then fall for more embarrassing stories just like this one. Peace out, guys.